Good morning, SFM community. I'm out for a walk with my dog as usual, but I wanted to share with you some blogging tips, or more like a checklist of things that you need to have on your blog if you're going to have a blog. All right, saddle up. This one won't be too long. All right, the first thing is you need a blog name. What are you going to name your blog? And make sure it has something to do with your blog. Don't, say something that is inappropriate or whatever. Just find something that's memorable for people and then use that. Uh, but I've come across some really poorly named blogs, and then later on they wanted to expand to do something else, and it was just a stupid name. And they know it. We all know it. Anyway, besides that, you need to have a blog URL, which is a website, I guess, or yeah, kind of a blog URL. So if your blog URL is, attached to Google or, like Google AdSense, so they have a website called blogger.com. And blogger.com, you can blog for free, but you don't really have a lot of the administrative power that you want to have if you're going to be, trying to do this long term. So be very picky about your blog URL. Also, you need to have a tagline or a description about the blog. And so on Facebook, if you're setting up a page on Facebook, it's very, very easy to do all this. They have it all lined up for you, and you just enter in all that information. So that's pretty easy. It takes 2 seconds to do. Make sure that you have plugins. So an example of plugins, I guess, would be like widgets. Maybe, I don't know. I mean, that's considered a plugin because it didn't come with the website. So that's something to think about. And there's a way to do that on Facebook. Excuse me, not Facebook. On certain blogging websites, you just get the code for the widgets and then you put it and you embed it on the website, and then people can start using it. And then the best thing to do is put it at the top of the page, because if you put it at the top of the page, that's the first thing people are going to be thinking about. And a lot of time people share the blog before they even read the whole thing. So that's something to consider. Plugins. You need a blog theme. The blog theme is going to be what your blog is based on. So for me, I have a blog called All Things Writer. Now, All Things Writer is based off of course, writing things. But then I put all things because I'm talking about all the things that I love and am interested in. But I'm also a writer. And so from a writer's perspective, there's a lot of different things that I could choose to write about. And you want to customize your blog. If you customize your blog, you don't have to worry about looking like somebody else's blog. That's unattractive. That's kind of like, okay, you're copying off of somebody. Don't copy off of what somebody else has done too much. Like, don't want to steal their whole template. That's kind of lame. You need to have a spam filter because there's going to be a lot of spam, and there could be spam on your timeline, or when people post stuff on your Facebook page as well. So if you're doing an extra page on Facebook aside from your administrative page, you definitely want to be able to filter out the stupid comments. I don't know why I keep using that word. I don't like using that word. Anyway, you also need to assign administrative functions. So if you're assigning administrative functions, that's basically assigning someone to be able to use the page or edit the page or whatever. If it's just you, make sure that you put that. And if it's somebody else, if there's more than one person that can edit the page, then you just put that person's name in there. You need to have an about page, an author page, and it's very easy to open up these pages so that you can do that. You need to be clear about the terms of use and the disclaimers. And so what I noticed people do on Facebook is that they have, when they do Facebook pages, they make sure that they tell people what the guidelines are as far as what they can post and what they can't post, and how many times they can post it, etc. You have a privacy policy, your contact information, physical location if you want. I mean, obviously, that can be a little hairy. You don't want anybody showing up at your doorstep. Those are basically the basics. I don't want to get, this video is getting too long already. But those are the basics. My dog is eating. What are you eating? Drop it. Good girl. Good girl. You're going to get a treat for that because that was good. That was a good drop it. It was a good drop it. Good girl. She was eating trash, which is really gross. Anyway, that was all I had to share with you today, is the blogging basics. Hopefully that helped. I will be making another video about a list of things that you need, but that's only later because you need to get your blog established before you do all that stuff, and I don't want to overwhelm you with information. So hopefully that was good enough for now. That was the 13th. I think it's the 13th video. Shoot, I'm losing track. The 13th video in the 90-day challenge for Six Figure Mentors. So hopefully that helped. And yeah, all right. See you next time.